Everybody, and welcome to high school basketball here on Tubetown. Blake Gwynn, Marcus Carlton here with you, bringing you the action. And boy, oh boy, do we have a game here tonight. A battle of co-champions, which we may never have again. Let's be completely honest. Let's be completely honest. So hopefully we never have that again. For the 3A, the Rivercrest Colts hosting the Osceola Seminoles. And again, you take a look at this game, it certainly has set up to be just absolutely tremendous in terms of precedent leading into it, but also just two teams that are fun to watch on any given night.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you take the co-champions thing out of the mix, and this is still a great rivalry game. Has been a rivalry forever. You know, earlier this season, the first matchup did not disappoint. Osceola pulled out a squeaker and was able to get the victory. But, you know, we've already had the precedent set tonight. The junior high game was just, to put it in Dick Clay terms, it was a barn burner. So we're hoping that the senior high game lives up to the hype we've already had.
You mentioned that Rivercrest winning 41-39 in that junior high game just prior to us coming on the air. In that last meeting that Marcus mentioned, Osceola just edging out Rivercrest 73-70. Osceola went on an 8-0 run to win that game. Dalen Love of Osceola had 25 points in that game, and Alex Eskew had 24 points. Certainly a couple of guys to watch out there. Obviously, Dalen Love for Osceola, a high-powered scorer for the Seminoles.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be one to watch, and a key for Rivercrest is going to be to, you know, not necessarily shut him down, but maybe just kind of keep him in check a little bit.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, he's going to score. He's going to have a double-digit scoring game, maybe hold him under 20 as opposed to between that 20 and 30 mark. He did have a 34-point game one time already this season. Of course, you know, we mentioned Alex Eskew for Rivercrest, but also Cam Turner, who's a guy we talked about a lot during football season, and a Defensive Player of the Year football, passing champion and everything for Rivercrest. But this guy, another high-power, big rebounder, hustle guy, and a nose for the basketball, but a big-time scorer for the Colts.
Yeah, he's just just a super athlete. I mean, you know, if they had soccer, he would probably be a soccer star.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys that you put him out on the field, on the court, and he's going to make things happen.
Right now, Osceola leading the 3-3A conference standings. They've got a record of 10-2, 9-0 in 3-3A play. A 5-2 conference record for Rivercrest, 6-4 overall. Previous game for Rivercrest, a win against Harrisburg, 84-51. Cam Turner leading the way in that one with 21 points. And in the previous meeting for Osceola, they defeated Corning 59-38. So getting set for opening tip-off here, and once again, probably a high-scoring game and most likely a lot of up and down pace here in this game. Opening tip-off will be between, looks like, Anthony Harris and Jalen West. Opening tip-off goes to the Noles. Bringing it up the floor will be to Clavion Bass. Inside pass, elbow up, off the mark with the floater, back up. And the rebound goes to Rivercrest. Jalen West picking it up. Cam Turner running point now for the Colts. Oh, and a steal coming back the other way. It's Don Littleton with the floater. Misses, back up with it is to Clavion Bass. Still no scores there despite several attempts. Attempted pass in is intercepted by Osceola. We're running back up and down in this game. Easy layup attempt for Terry Harris, and that's the first score of the game for Osceola.
My goodness, I mean, don't take a breath because you'll miss something in this one.
Kept thinking at some point I'm going to be able to gather myself, and then it just kept going back and forth. Colts running the offense now. Dribble left by three in the corner is off the mark. So Osceola running back the other way just like that, 2-0. Seminoles with the lead. In the corner now, going baseline is Harris, misses the shot. Rebound by Littleton, and a foul called on the floor.
A bit of a sloppy start here for both teams. You know, you've seen a couple turnovers right off the bat here, but sometimes in these rivalry games you can get a little too jacked up.
Littleton for three in the corner, off the mark, picked up, and we got a break opportunity. Pass goes up and is tipped. Officials looking at each other, and it's going to stay with Rivercrest. Cam Turner trying to get the entry pass in and just nothing doing. Here comes the inbound for Rivercrest. Screens are set. Entry pass into West. In the corner for three. Off the mark once again, but Thomas gets his own rebound. Entry pass into West. Fouled. Just misses the and one opportunity, but he will go to the line on the first foul by Anthony Harris.
Nice board there by West. He was able to secure inside position, which is sometimes hard to do when you're on offense.
First free throw missed by West. Been a bit of a tough scoring night already for these two teams getting things started. West misses both.
I'm not sure who put the saran wrap on the basket, but we'll have to see if we can't get that taken care of here at the next timeout.
Slippery tonight. Pass out right to Harris, off the mark. Long rebound picked up by Thomas. Thomas free throw line extended to Burks for three. Bottom. Clay Burks with the three gives Rivercrest the lead. Osceola drives in, penetration, kick out right side, up. Bounces in and out, but the nice putback for Chris Littleton and gives Osceola back the lead. Turner with a basketball. Screen is set. It's the roll by West. Turner keeps it, rolls to the basket, and is fouled.
Yeah, nice penetration there. They had no choice but to kind of collapse on him there and try to keep him from scoring with the foul.
Foul's charged to Don Littleton, first personal for the night. Turner to inbound. Rodney Thomas has it now closely guarded. Back to Turner. Little lob pass, ends up being a skip pass. Corner three is going to be well short. Doesn't touch anything, but rebounded by Turner. Turner fighting and is fouled. He'll get a couple of shots from the line on Chris Littleton's first foul of the night.
3 team fouls here, and we're less than 3 minutes into the first quarter. That could become something that Osceola has to be careful of later on in the game.
Turner around the horn and back, but he does get his first points of the night. We're all square at 4. Yeah, not been exactly pretty between these. We know these two teams obviously capable of really throwing it down, but right now it's not been the case.
Well, and I think as the adrenaline starts to kind of drop a little bit, both teams will settle into their normal mode.
The pass is picked off by Melo Vasquez. Up with it, nice move and in.
Very nice.
Little up and under move, gets the score.
Osceola's passing has just been a little off, not real crisp. They've lobbed a few passes so far, and Rivercrest has taken advantage of it.
Pass, free throw line extended. Nice move under in the post. Littleton misses, though. Coming back the other way in the hands of Turner. Cross the half-court line. Corner over, free throw line extended for Clay Burks. Burks into Vasquez. Vasquez going to be called for the traveling violation. Another turnover.
Had a good move in mind. He just shuffled his feet a little bit before he got going. It's almost like he had to wind up to take off and got caught.
One of those you might get away from in the professional organization.
Yeah. Well, you might get away with that in college, but
yeah, exactly.
Not going to let it happen tonight, though.
Corner three, miss by Don Littleton. Put back attempt is off the mark, and Osceola having a little trouble finishing the basket here. Rebound picked up by the Colts after it bounces away, and Clay Burks will bring it up the floor. 4:06 left to play here in the first. 3-point lead for the Colts. Turner pump fakes. Goes back out top to Rodney Thomas.
And Osceola had 3 shots there on that possession and couldn't get one of them to fall. That's something they're going to have to watch.
Turner for 3, it's long. Fast break opportunity, Chris Littleton, and misses the layup. And a foul. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
If you look at if we're going hockey, you look at shots on goal. Osceola's winning that battle, just nothing going down for them at this time. If those start falling, though, with the way they're rebounding on the offensive boards, could be a long night.
Yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet scenario there because it's good that they're getting so many offensive rebounds, but you can't get the putback. Eventually that's going to add up and hurt you.
It's Littleton's second foul as well, so he's a big guy down for them. Need to watch that early on in this game. Entry pass into Turner. Turner up, and it's long. Corner 3 from Burks. Good.
Burks,
6
several
points
attempts
already.
there to get started, and he's kind of got the what I guess we could call a hot hand in this game so far.
Yeah, Clay Burks with 6 already. 3 from the corner of Terry Harris knocks it down. 10-7 Rivercrest. Kick out right side. Back to Turner at the top. Oh, my goodness. Battle for the ball. Rodney Thomas picks it up. There's a lot of hustling.
I mean, that's something I love to see. Is just, and man, if you're going to throw a pass in this game, you better send it, because as quick as these two teams are, they're going to get a hand on it.
Turner from the wing 3, off the mark. Rebound picked up by Vasquez, off the mark. Nice save there by the Colts, and we got a bouncing ball, and it's going to go to Osceola. Marcus, there's a lot going on here.
Sensory overload here.
It is. It's like I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be. And I'll look down real quick to check the stat sheet, and I'll look at something completely different going on.
We had 3 attempted saves there, and then little bit of controversy here over who knocked the ball out. I thought the Rivercrest player tipped it, and it should be Osceola ball, which is the call. And that's what head official James Bickham just verified. I thought that was the right call. That happened right in front of us. I just happened to be looking right there. To me, it looked like that it did glance off the Rivercrest player's fingers.
I'm glad you saw it. I was looking at something completely different.
For me to give credit to an official, I mean, wow, nice play there.
We're going to get a block and the and one opportunity. Jerry Long will go to the line to shoot 1.
It looked like he took a hard fall, but he bounced right back up.
He did. That was rough.
I'm not sure I would be up yet if that was me.
No.
Tie game.
5 points for Long already for the Seminoles. Burks with the ball, running point. Colts trying to get some offense set up. Screen coming from Brylan Biggs. Thomas penetrates.
Good
bounce pass down low to Turner,
Nice.
and he scores.
Great look. Just a bounce pass to the block down there, and Turner was right there.
That's the kind of plays I like in basketball.
Yeah,
backdoor cut, good bounce pass. Good pump fake, gets Turner to bite, bottom from the corner.
Both teams seem to be settling into their game a little bit now. Shots are starting to fall. You're seeing crisp passes. Well, as I say that, you get another lob pass, and Osceola with the steal.
I think aggressive passing is probably a good description.
That's a good way to put it.
One power dribble and up for Anthony Harris, but he misses that shot. Foul's going to be charged to Clay Burks, and Dalen Love will get his first opportunity for some points tonight. Not a lot of action for him so far. First one is good. Mention Love with 25 points in that previous meeting between these two teams. Second one is missed, but Love trying his best to put back his own miss from the foul line, but just nothing doing. Turner across half court, penetrates, kicks it out to Vasquez for 3 in the wing. Off the mark and rebounded by Osceola. 14-12, Seminoles with the lead.
Osceola is, they're establishing some dominance on the boards on both ends of the court right now. 3 offensive rebounds after that missed free throw, and couldn't get the shot to go down, but eventually you're going to get those to go, and the fact that you're getting Rivercrest to go one and done on their possessions, it doesn't look as dominating as it is right now, but that will play a role later on in the game.
You mentioned it kind of seemed to tighten things up as the game goes on. You'd imagine with more adjustment as we have 40 seconds left in the first. Will be coming for either one of these two teams. Really have things they like to tighten up. Burke drives in, nice move as he puts it in to tie up the ball game, and we have a technical foul. Charge to,
I think he said 3.
To Clavion Bass.
Taunting. Yeah.
For Osceola.
No.
They charge it.
To Rivercrest. Yeah, Tavion Bass. No.
So Clay Burks.
Clay Burks.
After the make.
Yes. And I heard the official come across and said it was for taunting.
Okay, so Clay Burks hit with the technical foul. Had a nice move there, and then
a
little extracurricular after we were over.
Just let him know a little too much about it.
You know, listen, parents may disagree with that, but in a game like this, you get away with something like that as long as it's not too chippy. You might set a little tone for your teammates.
Well,
you know?
and I think what they're trying to do is, if you look at everything that surrounds this game, county rivals, co-state champs, conference foes, I think the officials want to not let things get out of hand, and they want to rein it in early. So you find something like that, you make an example out of him to say, hey, we're not going to have any shenanigans tonight. So
I think there's a valid point there, absolutely.
Nice dunk.
Elevating for the slam is Anthony Harris. Wow.
Closing in on the end of the first quarter here, 10 seconds left.
3-point lead for the Noles.
Five.
Shot just ahead of the buzzer, and Turner nails it, and that's going to take us to the quarter, tied up at 17.
How about that for clutch?
Cam Turner picks up his 7th point of the game.
That's man. We're ending the first quarter the same way we started it. We're tied.
We are. That quarter was absolutely and completely meaningless in a lot of different levels, other than some guys picking up some fouls. But Cam Turner hitting that three at virtually the buzzer has us tied up at 17.
And I think that's big. Normally we'd take a break here, but I think we can sit here and talk about this because that basically negates the technical foul and the extra possession that Osceola got. Sometimes when you see technicals like that early on, it can be a big momentum swing in the game. But this one, kudos to Rivercrest for being able to get their composure back and hold it and walk away from the first quarter tied.
Clay Burks leads the scoring with 8 points for Rivercrest. Leading scorer for Osceola is Terry Harris with 7. Rivercrest with the first possession of the second quarter. All knotted up at 17.
I don't think Latham was expecting that pass there.
No, I don't think so either. Latham back out to Thomas.
Nice.
Thomas, nice,
great block.
Absolutely destroyed by Harris, and he's going to score on the other end.
Wow, it was a great move to the hole and is even better block. I mean, so much athleticism on display here tonight. I'm super jealous.
Rivercrest trying to respond. Latham blocked again.
Speaking of athleticism, my goodness.
That's unbelievable. That is 2 consecutive blocks on back-to-back ends for Anthony. And I'm talking about big blocks.
That's you shall not pass.
Vasquez goes up with it. And
wow.
That one, Dalen Love defending just post. You talk about size on post defense with those 2 guys down low. Pass into Latham. Turner trying to make a move. Guarded by Littleton. For 3, but rebounded by Brylan Biggs.
Oh, smart play.
Good. Goes out of bounds. 19-17. Osceola with the lead.
That's a smart play as you're falling out of bounds underneath your opponent's goal, and to bounce it off your opponent and keep possession. That's huge, especially in a game like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is one of those games that, unless something goes wrong for one side or the other, probably going to be tied all the way through.
Yeah.
And you mentioned lost possessions. Those are things you think about even early on. High school basketball game typically pretty short.
The multiple offensive rebounds, and then you still come away empty. That's the kind of thing that can hurt you late in a game like this.
Oh, underneath as Harris was trying for another one-step two-hand jam, and that was rejected. And Rivercrest fans liking that just a little bit after everything that they've seen in the last minute or so of basketball.
Oh, Blake, this is already fun, Blake. I'm loving it.
This is unbelievable. What a blast. Long drives in. Nice move. Finishes.
Nice move. Wow. Double pump in the lane.
Points for Jerry Long. Wow, what a move. 21-17. Seminoles, 6:30 left to play in the half. Burks drives in and is going to be fouled. Osceola with the foul. Foul is charged to Jerry Long. First of the night on the floor foul, so Colts take it out. Pass into Vasquez, it's good. Good pass in for Vasquez, or to Vasquez as he picks up his 4th point of the night.
It's just a ping pong match, just back and forth. These are the kind of games that are fun.
Oh, nice pass into Chris Littleton, but can't finish. Rivercrest breaking the other way across half court. Vasquez a little out of control. Somehow regains his composure, but can't finish. Gets his own rebound, back up with it, and just the post defense for Osceola has been so tough. A jump ball called, but once again, now all of a sudden, Rivercrest getting a bunch of offensive rebounds, but Osceola will retain possession up 21-19.
The interior post defense from Osceola is just stifling. I mean, we've seen in the last couple minutes probably, 4 or 5 block shots.
A lot of size down there for these two teams. 3-point shot is up off the back iron and up. We got a break opportunity for the Colts. It's Burks, lays it in but misses as Osceola gets the rebound. Now they're coming the other way. Here's Love. Love with a one-stop pop, and it's off the mark, but he puts back his own miss as Dalen Love with his 3rd point of the night. 23-19, Osceola with their biggest lead of the night. 5:17 left to play in the half. Got an illegal screen.
Yeah.
Legal screen called on Jalen West. And James Bickham right on top of that call.
Yeah.
Didn't quite, everybody wants to talk about their feet set on a charge. Really, what you need to have your feet sets on a screen.
Yeah, no doubt.
Long to bring it up for the Noles. 23-19, 5 minutes left to play in the half. Baseline drive, and nice little floater for Terry Harris. 9 points for him tonight. 25-19 Noles.
Biggest lead for either team so far in this game.
Askew drives in and loses it. Here come the Seminoles. Love driving in, and he's going to be fouled on the floor.
The rare 1-on-2 fast break there. And not a lot of times that works out in the offense's favor, but he was able to get a foul out of it and go to the free throw line to try to extend the lead here.
Dalen Love been pretty quiet tonight. He makes the first, but his teammates been picking up for him. Terry Harris leading away for them with 9, but Love's been very active in these first few minutes as he makes his 2nd one all the way around the iron and in.
Osceola up to an 8-point lead now as we close in on 4.5 left in the half.
Askew, top of the key, 3 and good.
That's a big bucket for Rivercrest. They needed that right there to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit.
First basket of the night for Alex Askew. Long 3-pointer from Jerry Long is missed, and we got a foul on the rebound. Like an over the back for Osceola.
These guys are not afraid to launch from distance on both sides. I mean, we've seen some long distance NBA range 3-pointers so far.
Those are long range NBA style threes that they're not afraid to take, and they're getting them to the rim. It's not gone down much. 27-22, Seminoles with the lead. Shot is up. Off the mark, rebounded
nice.
And one. Jalen West with the and one opportunity as he gets the rebound and finishes.
Yeah, nice strength there to have one arm basically being held down and still be able to get up and get the points in. Go to the line to cut this lead from it. Just a couple minutes ago, it was an 8-point lead. Now we're down to 2.
3 points for Jalen West so far tonight. Nice rebound and board for him, and Rivercrest going to go into the full court press as if this game needed any more excitement. There's long drives in. A little pump fake move and blocked by Alex Askew. Nice little dribble move, spin up. Just can't finish. Tough shot opportunity up the court to Love, and Love almost has his pocket picked. Bouncing ball, 1 dribble and up, and the foul as Anthony Harris will go to the line for 2 shots.
Man, that was just a wild sequence there because you had the great block by Askew down here on the defensive end, avoids contact, avoids the foul, drives the length of the floor, Osceola forces a turnover, and then we come back and we have, controlled chaos, I think, is a good way to describe this game so far.
I was sitting there thinking, and it obviously could be rust from not calling basketball in a really long time, but I was thinking, man, this is a difficult game to call because there's so much going on, and it's back and forth. And you look down for a second to mark down a point or a foul, and they're running the other way with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just really fast-paced. Reminds me, I'm going to show my age a little bit here, but like those early matchups when Arkansas came into the SEC against Kentucky, Patino and Nolan Richardson, and the two teams were just constantly back and forth. We're getting a taste of that here tonight.
This kind of basketball you want to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
Long to Love, Love back to Long. Nice floater and in. Long with 9 on the night. That floating move was a lot of times reserved for the NBA for a long time, and it has made its way into college and now to the high school level.
And it's not an easy shot to even attempt, much less be consistent with it.
It looks easy, but it's not. Out left side for Harris, in the corner for 3. Long, and a foul on the rebound. A little push in the back. That one's going to go on Anthony Harris, I believe. Yes, it is. And we are in the bonus for the Colts, I do believe, and a timeout.
Yeah, just a 30. We'll keep it here.
Will be taken by Rivercrest. And you talk about, when you thought about these two teams playing tonight, I think, driving up here, doing the research on the game, this was the kind of game I thought we would see. I certainly didn't imagine, kind of a little bit of a sloppy start for both sides, but the post defense and the blocks, and then the back and forth nature of it has just been solid.
Yeah, it's been, it's been everything that I hoped it would be when we were looking at the schedule and trying to find games. I saw this one, circled it immediately on the calendar, and so far it's given me what I hoped it would give. And again, the sloppy start, I think it goes back to maybe just a little too much adrenaline on both sides pumping, and then once that initial, pump wears off, then things have kind of settled down and into a groove now.
Burks makes the first half of the 1-1. Narrows the deficit to 3. .2:15 left in this half. It's a 2-point game. Clay Burks with 10. Good half
he
for
leads
him.
all scorers, I believe.
He does. That is the leading scorer in the game. Long off the screen, drives in, kicks it out in the corner for 3. Terry Harris sinks it. And he is now the leading scorer in the game with 12.
I have a feeling that's going to go just like the game, and it's just going to ping pong.
Most likely. Rodney Thomas, skip pass, and it's intercepted, goes out of bounds, and somehow caught Cam Turner on the way out. And you mentioned, big calls and big turnovers late in this first half, and Osceola's got a chance to widen their lead again.
Watch here on this possession, the battle between West and Love in the post. Down here when Rivercrest was on offense, man, they were working hard on each other. We'll see if that continues.
Littleton takes one dribble and is blocked, but it's picked up by Love, and he goes up and is fouled. That is Clay Burks' 3rd foul.
That's big. You'll probably see him come out here. It looks like Latham's coming to the scores table to check in. I would imagine that he's going to replace Burks. Can't have him picking up the 4th here in the first half.
Absolutely not. And again, you mentioned Burks, the leading scorer for Rivercrest so far. 10 points for him tonight, but he is on the bench for probably the remainder of this half, and we got a lane violation.
Yeah, Love took off just a little too quick from the free throw line. It's almost like he knew that when it come off his hand that he was going to miss it, and he was trying to get the board.
Rivercrest trying to answer. Down 6. Cam Turner kind of gets stuck picking up his dribble. Vasquez now between the legs on the wing. Turner tries to work off the screen but picks his dribble up again, but to Vasquez, little give and go. Shot is up from the corner three, but it's short off the iron. Fast break opportunity. Here comes Jerry Long. One dribble. He's fouled and one.
That was a great tap off the rebound to put it out in front of everyone. You had 3 Osceola players out in front of everybody there, so he just knew one of his guys was going to get there to get the ball.
That foul also puts Osceola in the double bonus. Of course, we only have a minute left, but could be
a lot of fouls for the first half.
That is 8 points separate these two teams as Askew drives in and makes it.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
35-29, 40 seconds left to play in this half, and we're stuck backcourt. Bouncing ball picked up by Turner, and Turner can't keep it in bounds. Good defense, though, by Cam Turner, almost forcing a violation on the other side there.
Yeah, it hustled over. I thought there was no chance he could get to the ball before it went out of bounds, and he got there. It was just stepped just a little too far. Yeah, they're going to get him for a trip there.
That's a rough foul for Cam Turner. Nothing much he can do. As Long trips over his feet. Yeah, we're going to have double technical fouls. Yeah, as Jerry Long and Cam Turner got at each other. A little mouthing back and forth. There was nothing really intended on the foul.
No, I don't think there was anything intentional there on the foul. But, you know, again, you go back to this rivalry aspect of it. You know, these guys have probably played in the park, you know, countless times against each other. And, you know, sometimes the competitive juices just flow a little too high. And, again, kudos to the officials for trying to get a handle on this before things really get out of hand.
Yeah, and luckily the officials were right in between them, so nothing happened. It was more jawing than it really was anything else, but they were right in the middle. Of course, double technical fouls.
And those count as personal fouls.
And they do, and Cam Turner has 3. That's, again, that's the last thing you need.
Yeah.
Down in this game, you're going to go into the half down at this point, barring something crazy turning around, and now you got your guy has 3 personal fouls on something really goofy because Cam Turner picked up 2 fouls back-to-back with the trip and then the technical. These are not technical free throws. We're going to shoot the
this is the
double technicals. There will not be any. And then you'll just have the regular for the foul on the trip, which Osceola's in the double bonus, so he'll shoot 2.
A lot to sort out there, but it's – wow. That seemed like it hung on the rim there forever before it fell through.
12 points now for Long. See if he can make it 13. Not this time. It's 36-29, 25 seconds left to play in the half. Colts will hold for a final possession most likely.
Yeah, you see Coach Robinson over here telling his guys to, you know, slow down and let's get one shot here.
Thomas surveying what he's got. Askew working to make a move. Looks like Thomas is going to try to ISO here a little bit. Gets double team ball tip, and they're going to say it is off of Rivercrest. And with 4 seconds left, Osceola will have a chance at a last-minute heave. And it's intercepted by Rodney Thomas, and he scores at the buzzer. What a hustle play for Rodney Thomas. And that is a great note and just what the doctor ordered for the Colts going into halftime.
That is huge for Rivercrest to steal some momentum back literally at the buzzer before we go to half, because things had kind of turned a little bit with the double technical, and you had 2 key players for Rivercrest that were in a little bit of foul trouble, and for Thomas to read that pass perfectly and time it out to where after he made the layup there was no time left on the clock. I mean, that's a big momentum swing going into the half for Rivercrest.
Well, like you said, you had everything running downhill for Rivercrest. You had Cam Turner picking up the back-to-back fouls and the technical. You're trailing in this game probably more than you're comfortable with, and then you turn it over with your chance to have that momentum going into the locker room, and just a great hustle play by Rodney Thomas to take that away, and Thomas picking up his first points of the half right there.
That's a great way to pick up your first 2 points of the half there.
Leaders at the half, Terry Harris and Jerry Long for Osceola, both having 12 points. Leading for Rivercrest in the scoring column is Clay Burks with 10 points. Coming in also Dalen Love, one of our featured players, talking about coming in this game with 6. Cam Turner with 7. Be mindful, Turner with 3 fouls in this game already. Also, Clay Burks, the leading scorer for Rivercrest, also with 3 fouls. So something to keep an eye on, Marcus.
Yeah, the fouls that Rivercrest picked up there right towards the end of the half, 2 of their key players picking up that 3rd foul. They'll have to be very careful here in coming back out to this 3rd quarter to not pick up that 4th foul early and then have to spend a lot of time, quality minutes on the bench.
So it's 36-31. Osceola leads in this tremendous battle of 3A defending co-champions. You're watching high school basketball here on Tubetown. Blake Wynn, Marcus Carlton. We'll be right back in about, let's say, 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
James Finley, and I'm from Jasper, Arkansas. We came in to have my mother's service turned on, and she needed to pick a plan. They were patient, answered every question, and there were a lot of questions.
We just took our time with her and wanted to make sure she had everything she needed.
You could see that they genuinely cared about my mother.
I don't want to go into a store and be treated like just another number. That's not how we roll in Jasper. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Welcome back to Rivercrest. Here is the Colts hosting the Osceola Seminoles. Blake Wynn, Marcus Carlton here with you, bringing you high school hoops on Tubetown. And, folks, I can tell you, this was a battle of 3A co-champions. This is a battle of rivals, close proximity rivals. That did not disappoint whatsoever, Marcus.
No, I mean, it lived up to the hype. We knew it was going to be a pretty good game based on just, like you said, the rivalry aspect and how good the game was earlier this year. These teams are pretty evenly matched, and, you know, I think you could see both of these teams making a similar run to what they both had last year.
I don't see a reason why not. What you're seeing with these two teams, it's hard to imagine there's many teams out there that'll be able to compete with the size and the athletic ability of these two squads.
Yeah, I would agree. And then, you know, they're both Rivercrest doesn't have quite as deep of a bench as Osceola does, but Osceola's run in, 9-10 players so far.
So I kind of set the scene for you here. Leading scorers in this game for Osceola, Terry Harris, Jerry Long at 12. The game high. Clay Burks leading with 10. Cam Turner has 7. Cam Turner and Clay Burks for Rivercrest both have 3 fouls, so that is a factor here. And they're going to Burks is going to be on the floor, and he's going to try a 3 right out of the gate, and it's off the mark. But it's picked right back up by Askew, and he scores. That's a 3-point game now, so Rivercrest comes out swinging.
There's another steal. He's able to save it in bounds. Look at the hustle.
The hustle by both of these teams in this game has just been phenomenal.
Oh, it's what you want to see, man. Nothing aggravates me more than to see guys not make that extra effort for a loose ball or something, and we're definitely not having that issue tonight.
Jerry Long misses for the Seminoles, and an opportunity now for Rivercrest, and good defense by Anthony Harris. And here we come for the Seminoles, and we're going to have a traveling by double dribble called by head official James Bickham, and it's another turnover. 36-33. Osceola leads this game 7:20 left to play in the third. Rivercrest with an opportunity to tie with a 3 here, so they are back within striking range. Askew for 3. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound goes to the Seminoles.
Yeah, West got a hand on it, just couldn't secure it there.
Jerry Long with a nice pass down to Love, and it's in.
Love. Oh, we got another technical. Man, things are just, whew.
Dalen Love.
4 technicals in this game so far?
That is 4. Dalen Love with the technical.
My goodness.
Clay Burks had 1 for taunting. Dalen Love just had 1 for taunting.
And then we had the double.
Yep, and then we had the double technical foul between Jerry Long and Cam Turner.
The mood is tense.
I think these two teams may not care for each other.
I'm kind of getting a hint of, a little bit of dislike between the two squads.
It is entirely possible that these two teams are not the best of friends. They may not be picnicking together this weekend. The minute we watch the football games this weekend together.
Right. Well, and it could be just the opposite, too. It could be that they are good friends, but they are so competitive with each other, because I remember, back in the Stone Age when I played, some of my closest friends off the court were some of my most bitter enemies on the court.
That's a valid point. I went to Greene County Tech, and we had good friends played for Paragould, but you get us on the basketball court together. And
friendship goes out the window.
Absolutely. And there's a nice drive and score for Alex Askew. 4 points for him already in the second half, and Rivercrest within a couple of points now with 6:30 left to play in the third.
And doing this with a couple of their key guys still on the bench.
Long drives and is fouled. Jalen West is going to be hit with his second foul of the game, and Jerry Long will go to the line for 2 shots. They do have Clay Burks out there, who does have 3 fouls, but Cam Turner has yet to see the floor. Turner, though, is the more physical of the 2 players, battles for more rebounds, so he's the most likely to pick up another foul early. That's why you're probably seeing Burks instead of Turner.
Well, and also if Rivercrest is staying within striking distance with him on the bench, let him rest, have less time for him to pick up those last 2 fouls when he does come back, because he will make a difference in the game when he comes back.
Yeah, and you want a full Cam Turner in a tight battle in the fourth quarter.
No doubt.
Burks drives, nice dribble move, but just leaves the finger roll short. Osceola picks up the rebound, but a little bit of a two-man trap up front is in trouble. Corner pass for three. Terry Harris drives in and makes it.
You know, that's a great decision there by Harris. He had the wide open three, but saw the lane was open as well and took the higher percentage shot.
Askew working off the screen, top of the key to Thomas. Thomas, the high arcing three, hits back iron, long rebound, picked up by Long drives, nice move, but it's blocked by Askew.
Wow.
Picked up by Jalen West, and here come the Colts. 3-man against 1. West goes up.
Offense.
And they're going to call that a charging foul.
Yeah. Come down 3-on-1 like that, I almost think you've got to dish that off to try to avoid that contact, because in that situation, I think if there's any contact on the defender, he's going to get the offensive foul call.
He absolutely had position, and like you said, it was one-on-one. If he goes to the floor after establishing position for a couple of seconds, that's going to be a charging foul. So it's back up to a 41-36 lead for Osceola. Harris goes underneath, misses the shot. Rivercrest picks up the rebound. 5:10 left to play in the third. Askew dribbling at the top of the key. Out to Vasquez, back to Askew. Guarded by Don Littleton. Oh, a behind-the-back maneuver, and the shot misses. I didn't really know what to call it, but coming back the other way, and one. Don Littleton will go to the line with a chance to complete the and one opportunity, and what a play by Don Littleton. That's his first points of the night.
Vasquez pleading his case there, saying that he didn't initiate the contact, but there was a little bit of a shoulder dip there. And you see Osceola extending the lead up to 7 with a chance to go to 8, and you see number 11, Cam Turner, come back into the game to try to get this thing back under control before it gets too far out.
Yeah, this is certainly really about the maximum you're going to want to have.
Right.
As far as the deficit. So Littleton makes the free throw. He's got 3 points for tonight, and now Cam Turner going to take back over the Colts offense with 4:44 left to play in the third quarter. Turner drives around, dishes it out to Burks for 3. Hits side iron and out. Here comes Jerry Long. Osceola running the break down to Littleton. Littleton with a nice pump fake and in.
Yeah, you may see a timeout here pretty quick from Coach Robinson at Rivercrest, because this is on the verge of getting Rivercrest into the danger zone here.
Foul is called on the Seminoles. They charge to Anthony Harris, his third. Don Littleton has 5 points in the last 45 seconds. He had not scored previously, but he has been big for the Seminoles. Pass over the top to Thomas. Thomas with the traveling violation.
Yeah, it's if you're a Rivercrest Colt fan, it's maybe time to get concerned a little bit. 4:19 left in the third. You're down by double digits for the first time in the game, and Osceola just seems to have all the momentum right now.
Dalen Love goes baseline and is fouled. That may be Clay Burks' third or fourth. No, they charge that to Brylan Biggs, I believe.
I believe so.
Nice baseline move by Dalen Love, and he hits the first half of the free throws. He's got 9 now for this game. 12-point lead for the Seminoles, and this one getting away from Rivercrest here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Rivercrest needs to string together a few defensive stops and, maybe look to the inside game a little more. That interior defense for Osceola is really tough, but Rivercrest has had some success in the post tonight.
3:55 left to play in the third.
There you go.
Pass,
right
nice
there.
pass underneath by Cam Turner to Brylan Biggs as Biggs scores. We got a timeout taken. Cam Turner initiating some offense there for Rivercrest, hitting Brylan Biggs on the nice pass down low on the backdoor cut. So it's 49-38 with 3:48 left to play in this third quarter. And like you said, Marcus, this is something that Rivercrest is going to have to get under control in a hurry. An 11-point deficit against Osceola is tough enough as it is, but This is where your defense is going to count a lot for you.
Well, and you bring Cam Turner back in, and right away you see the difference he can make with his ability to penetrate and find the open cutter for the easy layup there. That's what Rivercrest is going to have more of that if they want to get back in this game.
These two rivals certainly running up and down, but Osceola has been finding a way to get the ball off the rim and get it up court and running the break, and that has been the difference in this second half.
Oh, no doubt.
And you can't discount Cam Turner defensively. He was a football defensive player of the year for the entire state.
Pretty good on offense,
and
too.
He's good offensively, but he, as you see, Chris Littleton scores for the Seminoles.
Too easy right now for Osceola, just too easy. That's a big shot.
3 ball from Clay Burks is his first points of the second half. We're at a 10-point game. Osceola with the lead. Kick out right side for Terry Harris. Off front iron and out, but picked up by Jerry Long. Back into Littleton. Nice move up and under. It misses. Love with the attempted putback. Fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I'm a little surprised with the corner 3 there. You know, Osceola's, you've got the double-digit lead. There's no need to be in a hurry. You know, you can take your time, make the defense come to you, and then don't necessarily force a shot. Take what they give you. But it worked out because they're still putting points on the board.
Dalen Love's got 11. It's an 11-point lead for Osceola. Make that a 12-point lead and 12 points for Dalen Love.
You've got 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. It's a 12-point deficit. If you're Rivercrest, I think you want to, you can't panic. You just want to try to get this down to single digits by the end of the quarter. He walked.
You just got to go possession by possession.
Right. You can't try to get it all back at once.
That turnover certainly doesn't help things. It's a battle for it on the floor. Nice hustle play for Don Littleton. Up the floor for 3 from Chris Littleton.
Woo!
And it's in, and it's trouble for Rivercrest. 56-41 with 2:30 left to play in the third.
Yeah, this is you're definitely in the danger zone now.
Alex Askew with a great hustle play right there. He is fouled by Dalen Love, his third. That was just a great hustle play. We've seen many hustle plays tonight, but things are just not in a good place right now for Rivercrest, down 15.
Yeah, Osceola is, they've taken all the momentum, and they're starting to establish a little dominance on both ends of the floor. On most possessions, they're holding Rivercrest to a one and done.
Early on, you saw Rivercrest getting a lot of offensive rebounds, and that's just not the case. Askew makes the second one. 10 points for him tonight. 2.5 left to play here in the third quarter.
Oh,
and
great
the pocket
pick.
is just picked. Askew picks his pocket as Don Littleton attempting to bring the ball up the floor. And we got another timeout with 2:15 left to play. It's 56-44.
Yeah, I believe this is a full timeout, Blake, so we're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick break. You are watching NEA High School Hoops on Tubetown.
It's a 12-point lead for Osceola, 56-44. 2 minutes left to play here in the third. Long passes out right side to Littleton. Littleton goes up.
Got the roll.
And he gets the nice roll off the rim. 58-44.
Man, when it's going your way, it's going your way.
It absolutely is. Cam Turner with the basketball right now for the Colts. Screen is set.
His first step is so quick.
It is. He's explosive.
I mean, it's just, it's just like on the football field. As soon as he got the snap, that first step, he got so much separation, and you saw it right there. just a little quick crossover and got his separation and got to the hoop.
Turner's great off the pick and roll.
He really is.
Really keeping it more so than hitting the guy on the roll, but it is off the mark as Vasquez misses. Osceola gets the rebound. Minute 37 left to play in the third, 58-44. Colts with the steal.
Oh,
and a turnover on the
man.
pass up court, trying to go for the break, and the Seminoles have it back, and just nothing going the way of the Colts right now. Three-point attempt from Littleton is missed off left iron and out as the Colts get the rebound with a minute 15 left to play here in the third quarter. Down 14. Long three from Askew. It's off the mark, but rebounded by Rodney Thomas. He puts it back and in for 4 points tonight for Rodney Thomas. Minute left to play now in the third. 12-point deficit for the Colts.
a little token pressure by Rivercrest.
52 seconds, and now entry pass in, and Osceola's going to do probably as they should and just eat some clock here. Haven't been doing that so far. Pocket
steal.
pick by Melo Vasquez, and he lays it in with a little hand on the rim. It's a 10-point game.
We see more pressure.
Oh,
my goodness.
Late foul called by Melo Vasquez.
Wow.
His second foul of the night. So he really had position, but he turned kind of at the last minute, and I think that's where
I think Coach Robinson came very close to adding to the tally of technicals.
Very close
on the night.
I thought he was about to get one.
I thought he was going to get it.
The official kind of spun around and looked at him. We're having the fourth foul on Clay Burks, I believe.
Yeah, I think if the official had already had his whistle in his mouth there, he probably would have stuck him.
Yeah. Instead, all he kind of managed was just to kind of, hey, knock it off.
Yeah. He kind of gave him that, that look that your mom gives you when you're talking in church and you're not supposed to. He kind of gave him the mom look.
I think everybody's gotten that look from an official. If you're a player or coach sports,
yes,
you get that look, and no matter who you are, how confident you're, kind of go, oop.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's when you know that you've crossed, you're just about to cross the line.
Now to complicate matters, Osceola's in the bonus. 22 seconds left in this third. Both free throws are made by Jerry Long, and he's had a great night.
He really has.
Alex Askew, and he's been a guy that's tried to take over some here in this second half with Cam Turner off the floor because of foul trouble, and we're going to get a foul called now on Don Littleton. That's his second.
Yeah, a little body bump there, just enough to kind of throw him off his path and give the defense an advantage. So you have to make the call, but Osceola's not in the Rivercrest is not in the bonus yet.
Oh, Burks with a good pump fake and a pop. It is off the mark, rebounded by Biggs, and at the buzzer, the basket.
Have we got a foul?
Will not count. I do, I believe.
I think we got a foul.
Signaled two. I think we're going to have a foul on Torrey Bell.
Yeah.
And so Brylan Biggs will shoot two here with no time on the clock. There's one. Brylan Biggs did not score in the first half, but he's got three here. Make it four in the second half. 60-49 here at the end of the third quarter, and you have Osceola with a comfortable lead here as we head to the end of this third.
Yeah, it's, I had made mention that if Rivercrest could get this to single digits by the end of the third quarter, that I think you could take that as almost a small victory at the end of the third. Well, they're not quite there, but they're as close as you can get without being in single digits.
Yeah.
So it'll be, I would not be surprised to see Rivercrest come out with a little full court pressure here to try to, maybe push Osceola a little faster than they want to go, which I don't know if that's possible, but I think you have no choice at this point. You're down 10, start of the fourth quarter. Maybe come out with a little three-quarter or full-court pressure just to see what happens after the made basket. So Osceola gets the ball here to start the fourth, and there you see immediately two defenders come out for the trap near half court, and there you go. They force the turnover right off the bat.
That's just what the doctor ordered if you're Rivercrest. And again, 10 points not insurmountable. A lot of basketball left to be played. In fact, we saw Rivercrest junior high team in the game before this overcome a 10-point deficit.
Yeah. But that's the best start you could have for Rivercrest to the fourth. If you are a Colt fan, now they have to contribute here and get some points on the board.
Cam Turner with the ball, drives in, penetrates. Nice pass out to Alex Askew, but he misses. And the rebound is picked up by Osceola. Boy, what a missed opportunity there for the Colts. Love up with it off the board, misses, ball tipped around, and it goes in favor of the Colts.
Man, you could that missed opportunity there by Rivercrest. You could hear the collective from the Rivercrest fans there. Cam Turner all the way, kicks out. Good baseline drive. There you go. That's what they need more of, the drive and kick, and maybe not necessarily go for the three, but try to penetrate and get easy points.
15 points on the night for Clay Burks. Oh, nice pump fake there down by Chris Littleton as Chris Littleton scores. Still a 10-point game with 7 minutes left to go here in this one. Askew, corner pocket for three. Good!
That's big. That's big. Now and you see some token pressure here to try to force another turnover.
Osceola goes up for it. Dalen Love going to be fouled by Brylan Biggs. And Love will go to the line, shoot two. 62-55. Rivercrest did what they wanted to do coming into this fourth quarter. $13 on the night for Dalen Love. 6:45 left in this basketball game. Second one is missed, so it's an 8-point deficit for the Colts as they come back the other way. Cam Turner running the offense for the Colts.
Again, I think what you'll see here is try to get Turner to penetrate and either have cutters move towards the basket, or if the defense collapses on him, someone's open. There's your penetration and dish right there.
Turner to Askew, and he is fouled. He is going to be fouled by Don Littleton. Littleton's third, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
And if you can't make the layup there, this is the best case scenario because you get a chance to put points on the board without the clock running. Got to make your free throws.
Askew misses the first one.
Every level, you got to make free throws. I've seen so many games lost because of missed free throws.
Especially when you're down by 8 points.
Yeah. You've got an opportunity here, like I said, to put points on the board without the clock running. You have to take advantage of it.
Askew makes the second one. 18 points for him tonight. 6:20 left to play in the ball game. Osceola breaks the press. Now they got 3-on-1 to Love, and it's good.
That was a great move there at half court by Littleton to avoid the contact. Cam Turner was set for the charge, and Littleton was able to avoid him.
Turner driving in, got a brick wall in front of him, goes up with it off the mark, and there's going to be a foul called on Askew on the rebound.
Going to get him from the push from behind. Substitution into the game for Rivercrest. Rodney Thomas back in, replacing Latham. And here we go. Osceola to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're in the bonus.
Yeah. One more and they'll be in the double bonus for the rest of the game.
Harris misses the first half of the 1-and-1, and they're going to call Harris for the foul. It's his first of the night as kind of a loose ball foul there.
Yeah. Battling for the ball, and I think he grabbed wrist instead of the ball. But, again, Osceola's leaving that door cracked just a little bit for Rivercrest to crawl back into this game. It's just a matter of whether or not Rivercrest can make their free throws and push that door just a little further open.
Rodney Thomas at the line. Misses the first half. Another free throw missed. Osceola gets the long rebound, and here they come with 5:55 left to play here in the ball game.
Yeah, it just makes it a little tougher now.
Love in the corner for Littleton for three. In and out. Here comes Rivercrest now on the long rebound. Kick out to Turner. Turner for three from the corner.
That would have been big right there.
It would have been a big one. It was missed. Now Osceola gathers the rebound with 5.5 left to play in the game. Burks cheats a little bit on defense. Pass intercepted by Thomas, and here comes the Colts. Thomas drives in, and he goes up. Charging foul.
Yeah, you could kind of see that one coming. Again, in that situation, you've got to try to avoid that contact, because if they're set, not moving, and you bull rush into them, for lack of a better term,
that's a textbook charging foul.
And the crowd wants a backcourt, but that's not a backcourt, because he did not have – you've got to have, I believe it's all 3 points, 2 feet and the ball, all on one side of the floor, and he didn't have that.
Big three-pointer from Dalen Love, and it's a 12-point game again for Osceola, but Askew hits the three on the other end.
Rivercrest has got to string together some defensive stops here.
21 points for Askew tonight.
That's not the way to do it. Well,
no,
he missed the layup.
He missed the opportunity, tried to go up for the two-handed jam, and Anthony Harris misses it. The ball goes out of bounds, but it's going to go to Osceola. And Cam Turner doesn't like the call. He's going to plead his case.
Yeah. But neither do the faithful of the Colts.
No, they do not.
Their fans are – this is a pretty loud environment for a restricted audience, due to COVID. They have been very loud tonight on both sides.
Anthony Harris with two there at 70-59, and now would be the time, if you're the Colts, to make a move.
Yeah, you've got to make something happen here. You're not in a position to trade baskets back and forth.
Askew gets the rebound, and he's going to be fouled.
You got Littleton with that, or Harris? I believe it's Harris.
Looks like Terry Harris with the foul there. Second for Terry Harris tonight, 70-59. 4:20 left in the game, as it's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Alex Askew.
Yeah, another opportunity here for Rivercrest. Put points on the board without the clock moving, to crawl back into this game. And, it's the mountain is getting a little steeper.
22 points for Alex Askew tonight. It's a 10-point deficit for the Colts. First minutes tonight coming for Jacalius James as he checks in for Osceola. Second one is also good.
And here comes the full court pressure. Osceola has no trouble beating it.
Three-pointer is good by Chris Littleton, and
that shot falls, but that's one of those no. Okay, yes.
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness, what a statement.
Dalen Love with an absolute rim-rocking dunk.
Blake, that might be the dagger right there. Holy cow.
And Osceola's just feeling the momentum right now.
Yeah.
And even though they want to burn a little clock, they're running up and down and pick up the foul.
My goodness.
How about Dalen Love?
The setup we're using tonight, we don't have good instant replay. If we had it, that would definitely be one to replay, because that was a tomahawk jam that would make Dominique Wilkins proud.
Oh, that was unbelievable. And you saw it coming, too.
Yeah.
Had a little setup, kind of had that build-up, and the Osceola faithful over here by is just loving every minute of it. First is missed. Osceola's in the double bonus, so Littleton will get another shot despite that first miss.
I mean, I'm impartial, but I enjoyed that one. That was impressive.
That was nice. 13-point lead now for the Noles. 3:37 left to play in the half. Turner going one-on-one with Littleton, drives in, passes to Vasquez. Vasquez hits. 10 points for Vasquez tonight. It's an 11-point lead for the Noles, and Littleton is going to get called for the offensive foul. Hit Cam Turner with that elbow a little bit, kind of a push-off. Rivercrest to get the ball back. And don't look now, you got an opportunity to score here, and you're still very much in this basketball game.
Three-pointer here puts this back into single digits and breathes a little life into Rivercrest. Oh, the home roll.
Cam Turner for three, hits every bit of the rim for 10 points tonight. And Love's going to be fouled and gets the basket to drop.
Rivercrest gets a little momentum there on the ball that touched every piece of the rim and went in, and Cam Turner's just fouled out, I believe.
I do believe that is the case.
Osceola immediately steals the momentum back. And now your leader has fouled out. I mean, the mountain is very steep right now for Rivercrest.
22 points for Dalen Love tonight after a pretty slow first half. Thomas goes up, scores. 6 points for him tonight. It's a 9-point lead for Osceola. Osceola's still playing tempo, at least to this point, and I think they're going to try to slow it down now. You know, the Seminoles got caught up in the moment a little bit there and ran up and down when they didn't really need to. 2:40 left to play in the game. Osceola hold the 9-point lead. Pass goes between the legs of Anthony Harris, and here come the Colts. Burks, corner pocket to Vasquez for three. Off the mark, but rebounded by Thomas. Thomas in the trees to Vasquez. Vasquez can't finish. Tip-in attempt by Thomas, and he throws it off of Osceola. Oh, and they're going to say it went to Osceola.
I think he was when he tipped it back to try to knock it off Osceola. I believe James Bickham said he was standing on the baseline.
We didn't have a great view from right here, and there's going to be a timeout called by the Colts. 79-70. It's a 9-point lead for the Seminoles.
This is a full timeout, Blake, so we're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
$79-70. Osceola with the lead here. 2:22 left to play in the game. It is Seminoles ball. The Colts are going to be at a full court press. Jerry Long trying to beat it. Goes up the court to Anthony Harris. Down low, but the ball is tipped out of bounds by Rodney Thomas. It's going to stay with the Seminoles as they'll inbound under the basket with 2:14 left to play in the ball game. Big defensive possession here for the Colts. Goes over the top to Littleton. Littleton, couple of dribbles. Nice pass down low. Off the rim and out. Fast break opportunity. Vasquez by himself. Lays it in for two. 79-72. Wide open corner three from Littleton, and it's good.
Man. That's a gutsy shot right there in that situation.
Askew fading away, in and out. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Osceola. Fight for the ball. Bouncing ball picked up by Rivercrest. Thomas drives in, lays it in off the glass. 8-point deficit now for the Colts with 1:35 left to play in the game, and Rivercrest wants another timeout.
Got to hand it to this Rivercrest team, man. They are battling here. 95 seconds left in this game, and they are scrapping with everything they have to get back within striking distance on this.
1 minute, 35 seconds left to play, and Rivercrest somehow, minus Cam Turner for a lot of the second half, has managed to stay in this. They're down by 8. They've been running the full court press. That being said, that has led to a lot of open looks for the Seminoles in this second half.
Well, and normally, if you're able to force a corner three-pointer off of your full court press, you'll take your chances with that. But Littleton has nailed the last two of his last three from that corner, so that philosophy is not necessarily working out.
Trap in effect, and it's picked off by Clay Burks. Burks with a couple of dribbles goes up off the glass and in.
That's a great hesitation move.
Cuts the Colts deficit to 6 with 1:20 left to play. Press still in effect for the Colts.
Oh, man. So close right there. Almost forced another turnover.
Anthony Harris scores. It's an 8-point lead for Osceola. 1 minute left in the game. Long three from Burks. Hits front iron and out. Rebounded by the Seminoles, and it may be pretty close to foul time.
You're at desperation mode at this point.
Jerry Long juggles it a little bit. Rivercrest is going to foul. Rivercrest wanted the double dribble there, but James Bickham signaling it was
it was kind
juggled.
of slapped away from him a little bit.
Did not have full possession. 48 seconds left in this game. It's 84-76. As Jerry Long has a chance to make this a double-digit lead again for Osceola.
Yeah, at this point, you don't want to say the party's over, but it's going to take something spectacular at this point for Rivercrest to get back within striking distance here with less than a minute left in the game.
First one is missed. So one step in the right direction. If you're
Absolutely.
Rivercrest, you really needed to miss both of these, but you'll take what you can get. Now you're looking for quick scores. Can't really run a long-winded offense either anymore. It's, like you said, desperation time. Both of them are missed. There's phase one.
He's got to get a bucket here.
Wide open look for Vasquez. Off left rim and out. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas off the glass. In. Count it.
And that's the last thing you want to do if you're Osceola. At this point, you're up 8 with 36 seconds left. Let him have the layup.
Yeah, let him have 2. You want him to have 2 at this point. They can have that.
He can have the 2. Just don't give him that extra one. Now he's going to get a chance to get a point on the board here with no time coming off.
36 seconds left in this ball game. 84-78, but Rodney Thomas with a chance to cut that deficit by 1 more point. And he does. Clutch free throw by Rodney Thomas. 36 seconds left. Full court press. Askew with the tight defense. Bouncing ball. The question is, did it go off of Rivercrest? It did not. Possession goes to the Colts. 32 seconds left to play, and somehow Rivercrest is in striking distance again. I mean, like you said, a gutsy just battle.
Well, and you see Coach Robinson doing defense for offense substitutions. Latham goes out, and West comes in. You've got to go quick here. You're down to 30 seconds.
Thomas drives in, aggressive move, can't get it to go.
Oh, that might do it right there.
Picked up by Osceola, and the foul is going to be called on Alex Askew.
Yeah, that might do it right there, Blake. You're down 5. Osceola's going to the line to probably push it to 7. In this situation, you got to figure Littleton is, if you're an Osceola fan, you feel pretty confident about him nailing both of these.
Yeah, he's a solid free throw shooter.
Yeah. Again, Rivercrest with the offense for defense substitution. Vasquez goes out, and Latham comes back in.
24 seconds left in this game. 84-79 Osceola. A couple free throws here could go a long way towards sealing this thing for the Seminoles. And again, the Colts doing a lot of this without Cam Turner in the second half. First one is good for Littleton.
I think you can take the cap off the Sharpie marker at this point.
I think you're probably right.
Oh, that'll do it. That's Sharpie right there.
Yep. Missed and picked up by Osceola, and they can just take the foul that's going to be given. Osceola just needs a couple of free throws, but 16 seconds left to play, and Osceola going to get out of Colts territory with the victory here tonight.
And that'll be the regular season sweep for Osceola in conference play of their bitter rival Rivercrest.
That's got to be a feather in your cap.
As
good as this Rivercrest team is.
Absolutely. You got to figure there's a chance that these two teams will meet at least one more time this year, probably in the district tournament finals, barring something crazy happening. And it'll probably be another great one like what we've had tonight.
Birch launches an insane 3. Makes it a 5-point lead, but time just going to run out on Rivercrest.
Too little, too late. I think I might have I might not have fouled. Well, if I'm a player in that situation, I foul. I'm sitting here as a, 43-year-old non-athlete that I am.
Right, yeah.
You know, I'm thinking, don't foul at this point.
Burks does foul out. His 5th foul. 5 seconds left. It's a 5-point lead for Osceola. Dalen Love has had one heck of a night.
He's had an impressive night.
Osceola, a chance to make that a little better. Pad the stats. First one is missed. Not a great free throw shooting night for either one of these two teams.
Yeah,
really, you look at the free throws missed by Rivercrest, it's really your difference.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was about to say I don't have it right in front of me, but I'd be interested to see how many free throws Rivercrest has missed tonight, because they're going to lose the game by 5-6 points. It's 5 points right now, depending on what happens here. So you lose the game by 3. 87-84 is your final. Rivercrest takes the win. But again, going back to the point I was making with the free throws, go back and look at the stat book and see, okay, how many free throws did Rivercrest miss, and how many point-blank offensive rebound putbacks did they miss? We had several of those early on by both teams. Osceola seemed to kind of figure theirs out, and they got to where when they were putting the shots back up, they were going back in, and Rivercrest had several all through the game, several putback opportunities that just, for whatever reason, just wouldn't go down.
A gutsy effort for the Colts as they end up only losing this game by 3 points, despite foul trouble by Cam Turner, one of their leaders, and being down at one point by 12 points multiple times in that second half, including in the fourth quarter, and coming out escaping by only a 3-point loss, but still a lot of credit to Osceola sweeping this season series against a team that they're very likely to meet again in a state playoff situation.
Yeah, I would say, like I said, unless something crazy happens in the district tournament, which can happen, we've seen it happen. Every year there's somebody that gets upset in the district tournament that is supposed to make it to the finals, but I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that these two teams will be meeting up again in about 3 weeks when you get to district tournament finals. And then, after that, who knows? I mean, they met, I think, 5 or 6 times last year, and they were set to meet one more. And obviously, due to COVID shutting everything down, we didn't get to see that last one in Hot Springs. But, who knows? We could see a repeat of it this year.
Dalen Love led the scoring in this ball game for Osceola, 24 points for him, including a monster slam dunk.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Leading the scoring for Rivercrest and second scoring for the entire game was Alex Askew. Really kind of took over when Cam Turner was absent. He had 23 points, and Cam Turner himself finishing with just 10. A lot of that because of foul trouble. Burks and Turner both ending up fouling out. On the whole, though, I think when you pick this game, Marcus, it's got to be kind of what you had in mind. Some dunks and maybe a little closer there at the end, but you can't complain about what we saw.
I mean, it was everything we expected it to be, and sometimes you just have a team that gets on a run and pulls out a little bit, and that's what happened with Osceola. They made some shots down the stretch, forced some turnovers, and ended up being the difference in the game. But an all-around great game, very entertaining. I'm not necessarily what you would call a diehard fan of either team, but I was very entertained tonight. I mean, it was a very fun game to watch.
We are so thankful that you guys elected to join us tonight here on Tubetown, presented by Ritter Communications. Osceola improves to 11-2, 10-0 in 3-3A conference play. Rivercrest falls to 6-5.